It's March garden update, getting into spring. So I'm going to do a little bit of trimming. The bug houses are alright, they're not too bad. Olive trees are alright, not going to trim any of this. We're going to take back the lavender, which I'll do now. I'm going to take about a third off and I'll be back in a bit. Trimmed that back a bit and domed it off, so it looks a bit, doesn't look that colourful right now, but it comes back. Poor cordyline got blown over this year. Well, not blown over, but a lot of the leaves have snapped. I'm going to trim it down a little bit now, just on these top bits. I don't want them getting too high above the fence. Oh, is that a bin bag? Oh. Someone's bin bag's blown over. But there's the pear tree. It's starting to sprout. I put this in September into the ground. This laurel can come down a bit. Keep that a bit bushy so it grows. Oh, actually, wait there. This was the, oh god, is this the apple or the pear? I should have labelled these. It's an apple or pear tree, but this is starting to sprout back. And it's got new growth coming from the ground here, which wasn't in a pot. I think that's a pear tree. This is the apple tree. This is not, it's starting to actually. It's starting to flower. I took all these back, that's why it's looking a bit bare. But the wind uprooted this, so I had to put more topsoil on it. And it's tied to that fence. So this isn't going to move anywhere. I need to get more of this bark and then redo this area, but I'll do that just to stop weeds from coming through. But I'll do that. The sedum, you can already, if you come here, you can already see the sedum starting to come up. So all you have to do is just take these woody bits off from last year. That's all you have to do for this plant. This doesn't usually come out this early, I don't think, but I'll be making some rhubarb and custard soon. That's not too bad. Alright, it's 2 weeks on since I did a little trim and clean. First thing, the figs are coming in. As you can see, you've got a few fig leaves planting up and some of the actual figs starting to come through. This I'm hoping will get massive in this pot, but it's only been put in there for about 6 months. Olive tree, this just wants to get bigger, hopefully, in this pot. Then we've got the rose bushes are starting to leave. We should start getting some roses in next month, I think. That's very bushy, much bushier than last year. I just trimmed the top off a bit because I'm trying to keep it at a decent height. The cherry tree is starting to get its leaves now. Don't know if you can come closer. A lot of birds, come closer. You'll see like all the buds coming through now, and this is getting even bigger. Hey, I remember this was just a twig in the ground. Lawnmower died. Look at it now, beautiful. These are all the free fruit trees at the back. The pear trees starting to flower. Yeah, look at these nice little bits of flower in there, starting to get some leaves. There's a catsup. So this last, look at the fucking size of the rhubarb. Jesus H Christ, that's a massive rhubarb. I don't know if they're going to be particularly tasty yet. They're not quite ready to come off. I'll give that another 2 weeks and I'll make a rhubarb and custard with these things. But they're massive, they're a bit way bigger than last year. Might need a bigger pot for these, but they've actually got 2 sprouting bits now. One main part of the plant there and then one offshoot. I'll see you next time because I'm going to put some railway sleepers in next. I'm going to get them off eBay. I saw some cheap ones. So I'll see you later. Psst. Hey, what are you doing? So So this bush at the back was damaged, so I'm going to fix it. Bought some wood chips just to overlay the top of it. I had to, in the cold winter rain, I had to get on my hands and knees and put more topsoil on top of the roots because the wind had blown it and it uprooted. So I'm going to put more of this. I've fixed it. It just needs to look tidy. Right, we've got a bag. Bag of it. Just basically our rotten bark. As you can see here, I have to recover, take out the spike. I have to recover this area in soil because the roots, yeah, gives the camera here. Let's have you here. So all the roots there were bare, and this was loose. You can see that there, but now it's sturdy in there. I've tied it to the post, and that's compact soil on top now. So I've got one overlapping layer here. Pull that down to there, I think. And that was originally around the tree like that, or the base of that bush. I've just eaten. It's not good. Fucking sloshing around. Is that a curry? It's very, very wet. And it's been sat out in the garden for a bit. Could have probably got one more bag, to be honest. Got open soil here. This is open soil where the root of this goes in, or the base of that fruit tree. It's got a few of these cable ties. I might need 4 actually. I'm just gonna tie this loosely to the tree. She's just had flea treatment. I think just loose there, just so it doesn't blow too much. Just wondering about the apples on this bit here. I might take that off. I've got more. That's quite firm. Yeah, if it does struggle, I can always just take that, snip that end bit off. Do you see the aces? Look, I thought these would be dead, because I always thought you better plant an acer in a pot first, but I put that straight in the ground. But they said if you do that, shade it with other plants. It's doing alright. These little white bits on the end means it's a little bit dehydrated, needs more water, but got a couple of shoots coming up there, so Jesus H. It is a climbing plant I've got. I'm going to transport this into a better pot, and I've got a trellis so this can climb up the trellis instead. Here's the setup. I've got the pot, and I've just got to nail this trellis into the fence with just a couple of nails. That's it repotted, and now it'll just grow up against this trellis and wrap itself around over the next couple of weeks. Last thing I'm going to do is put some of this very thin weed control in the pot so no weeds can infest it, and I'm just going to cover it in slate. I thought I'd tack this onto the end of the video. I think I'm getting some cherries. I don't know. Is this the start of cherries? It looks like it might be. There's loads of them. You see all these like green bits here, and look at the size of it now. Hey, look at that! It's huge. Should get ants all over this because the ants I think they like something that the plant produces, and it keeps away other bugs, which is good. But yeah, look at them all, loads of them. So if we get any cherries this year, I'll show you towards the end of the year. But it's looking good compared to what it used to be.